Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sherry. I want to share with what I got for my haul from HSN on Craft Day, and several things sold out quick. Did not expect the alphabets diamond press. I'm gonna have to send an email requesting for them to bring that back. I'm gonna ask diamond press on it because I missed out on the auto ship, and I thought that was adorable. So I got the diamond press fall forest, and I started thinking if I can't get it, maybe I can use this set to mix with the alphabets that I do have already, because the owl and the bats are cute. I repackage my stuff anyhow when I save at the store. But yeah, I thought these were really cute. Let me get sorry for my arm. These are about 4 1/4 the die, but the cut on this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, it looks like. And the owl is about 1.5 inches by 1 inch. The witch is 3.5 inches by 2 7/8. Pumpkins about 1 7/8 by 1 3/4 inches. So they're nice sized dies. And they come with your cutting folder for your marquees and adhesive sheets with card to stamp. Now this looks like they're going back to the gray again. They don't have the clear. Yeah, see the gray on there. So they changed that back up again. And Diamond Press also gives wonderful instructions on following through, and then the inspirations for some card ideas, which I love on these. And I do have trees, but I wanted another set because I think the owl and this mushroom set, the way you could layer it, really, I liked this. And this is all just dies, no stamps, which doesn't matter to me because I sometimes make stamps out of my dies with foam. And maybe I'll show you on another video how I do that. And that way you can, if you only have a die set, to use it as a stamp set also. The other thing that I got, I opened this up because I knew this was going to be really loud, but was the watercolor set, the paint brushes. I call them paint pens. I do love these. I have several of these before. What had me was this wide brush. I only have one, and I saw that they had much wider. Let me measure how wide this is. I see they did sell out. This is a 1/2 inch. And when you use these, you turn them the opposite way. You turn them away from you because they screw, so you don't unlock it, and then fill them up with the water. I usually fill them all the way up with the water, and they're easier to take care of. Okay, screw back. I wanted to see what size this. So it looks like they gave 2. Well, in my set, I got 2 flat ones. I don't know what this one is, about 5/8 of an inch. I thought there were 3. I don't know, I'm gonna have to double check on this again. 3 flat ones, but that's okay, because I just mainly wanted the big one here, because I did have this one, but I can use another one like this. Let me see. So these two look alike. Oh no, they're just a little bit smaller. You can see now. This one's smaller with bristles. These are for detailing. Oh, there's the other flat one. Okay, let's measure that one across. That one is 1/4 of an inch. And this one's a really fine one for real fine detail. And they gave a water trough to fill up. I don't know if I'll use it. I probably will, but I usually just, when I use this, I use a paper towel to clean mine off. But I saw the sponge, and when I opened this, it's damp. And it has some of a smell. It's not real funky, but it's a damp sponge. Some people were asking, I seen what you would use this for. Well, I know that some people use them to just clean off the brushes, reread it. And then this is a storage bag that they have in a zippy that you can keep it damp. To clean like a sponge like this, you just run it under soapy water, rinse it, throw it in the microwave for a couple of seconds so it don't get mold, like a mold or anything. But I'm gonna cut mine into a wedge. I'll also show you what I'll be doing with this. I'll probably leave it mostly the circle, but this can add texture because this is a real like textured sponge to watercolor with. And it also, you can pick up if you have too much paint on. I'll show you more later with this also. I did like this. And I got the Today's Special, and that was really a sweet deal. Now that one I didn't open all the way, so they have it packed in here pretty good. And I saved my foam blocks because I probably use it somewhere else. I'm also going to save my box because I like using those and this. Okay. So they gave you instructions on so they gave you a glitter brush pen, and I do have one of them already, but this one, I love these. To a little bling one to your flowers or whatever. And then it tells you about how to twist it the other way with your barrel. And then it tells you about watercolor stamping, and then stamping images, and also tips and tricks on using the plastic palette. That's what's really nice about Diamond Press. They always give full detail, so you're not lost with your... This is similar to the one that we got, if you got the other watercolor, but this one has way more colors. And this also comes with a brush. And now it looks like this barrel, these are shorter than these, so you can see from the kit of the paintbrush set that you ordered separately. So I like that they're longer, because when you're painting, if you're painting a big section like of a background, you run out of water on these. And this looks like this is like the medium-sized tip. And it gave you swatch cards, the chameleon colors. I do like these. I had these on the other set, and I love how they change. especially on black paper, it really gives a different look than what it is. I'll swatch that. And then it gave you it looks like they had it printed on both sides, but this one's only printed on one side. But it gave you a tray too. I use these to mix colors if I want to make my own color, a special color. So it gave you 6 smaller ones with 1 large one, and that. And then it gives you all the colors, the swatch. It looks like there's 45. And they give you the shimmers. These are the shimmer ones. And then these are the regular watercolors. This is a very nice kit. A very, very unique, like the way they have it put together. Okay. So let's go on to the next thing here. Sorry for the noise. This is why I unwrapped the other ones earlier. It looks like they gave you 3 watercolor brushes. And there's 2 fine ones, and then they have a, so you have to let these soak because they're stiff. They'll be stiff until you get them loosened up with water. So it's good that you have the cup that you can set them in. And look, it holds your brushes that they don't flop out. And don't tip your cup over because it has some weight. So that's a good thing too. And they gave you watercolor paper in black and white. I'm not sure if this is cold pressed. So the one side is smooth, and well, this side ain't. This side has like a texture on it, and this side is the smooth. And then the black kind of reminds me of just regular cardstock, which I think that's what this is. Okay. Get rid of all this. Then they gave you stamps. This is supposed to be stamps to put a stamp on your watercolor that it's won't smudge ink, so it will dry fast. And if you use regular ink and put embossing powder over and heat set it, that does the same thing probably as this, but then you'll have a glossy look to it. And then they gave you three sets of stamps. These are really cute. Has a hummingbird, sunflowers, rose. Oh, I like this pumpkin with the flowers mix, and it says thankful for you. And then they have this wreath with the 3 different butterflies, a bird, and it says wishing you a happy day. And then it has more flower arrangements in here, sending you love, which I like the way they have the font that you can put your own colors in there if you want to fill it in. Sending you a bouquet of good wishes, and blessed is have a friend like you. Oh, blessed is have a friend like you. Very nice. So basically you have everything to do in this kit that you want to take with you. No, I cannot. This is a silicone mat. It has some weight to it. Very nice. I like it. Wow. So this looks like it's about maybe 16 inches, but it has like a ledge around it. And then this does not fit in there. So your watercolor won't fit in there. And then it has palette trays in here, which I would probably just use to fill up with water to mix colors too. But it has to lay your brushes. Let me pull this out to show you. So your brushes don't go rolling. And then this thing here, I think they have that you can poke a hole through this to hang it to if you have a spot in your craft room to hang. But it has it for all 3 brushes to lay to keep out of your workspace. It is measurements across from 1 to 15 inches. So like I said, this is definitely, there's like an inch here space and maybe a ½ inch here. So it's probably 16 or 17 inches this way. I like this. Okay. Put this up here. Next is the bag. And this is why I wanted it to store, to take with me. I love the bags. I had the bags before. This is very nice size. Cute. I thought it was going to be a lot larger. It's a little over 12 inches by like maybe 9 3/4. And it has a front zipper pocket with that mesh if you got them before. I like this. And then it has a big pocket to open up in the inside. And it seems like it's water resistant to put your mat in. And that way, if you're traveling with it, you don't have to worry. Yeah, and it's a nice size. I wish Diamond Press would have done this in purple, because I love purple. And when I saw this in purple, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I thought they would have colors in purple to do this too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch and let me get set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I forgot to show you this too. This is really nice. I like the way they package this in the container, and then this, so it doesn't get damaged. There's mica powder in here, and then they have a little, looks like a little bearing or something. You can hear it. And they have this ring on here. So you're going to unscrew it, and you're going to take this ring off, because it was so, there's like a little pin to puncture the hole in up here. So that way it doesn't leak in you while traveling and everything. And then just put it in. And then when you see this barrel fill up, and you'll start seeing it fill up. Wait here. There. You see how it's filling up in there? And then it has like a glittery, there, see how, on my finger. And it has like a shimmery. I really love this. So I was glad that they had this auto ship on this too, because these shimmer pens. It's like this, but it's just in liquid form and everything. But I do like that they have it, that it's, and it holds it pretty sturdy, that you don't have to. I like this. I don't know if it was just for packaging it, but it's well made. I love it. I just like that. Okay, so you don't need the ring. You don't save the ring, because you don't put it back on after it's done. Okay, so I wanted to show you something too. I keep a bottle of water with a spritzer in my craft room. And the way I fill my water pens is, I'll just give you a quick show of what I do. I have these, I got these a long time ago. I can't even remember where, but I'm pretty sure Amazon has them. But instead of trying to pour water into there and everything, I just, you squeeze the bulb, suck it up, and put it in here like this. And then it fills it up. Now you have to use it a couple of times, but I have like 3 of these that I keep when I'm doing watercolors and that, and I just keep my spritz bottle with me to clean up. So just wanted to show you. Remember, you're turning towards you when you want to close this up. And this one, I don't, whoops, that came out pretty quick. And this one, this comes out pretty quick. Faster than my other one, I think. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way because it is marked dark pink. And what I like to do is I like to spritz my, so they get watered up, so you can get the color. And then it doesn't take much, but, and these are just swatches, so when you go to watercolor, you can see what it actually looks like on the paper. And then I just take a paper towel and squeeze, just squeeze a little bit of water until you don't see no more color. And your brushes will get stained, so don't worry, but it's not going to affect the way they paint. Ooh, the gold's really pretty. A lot of pigment in it. And just by spraying, this will dry back up once you know, done spraying, and it won't hurt it. Because that's the cool thing about watercolors. I like this green too. And this is turquoise. Looks more blue though now that you put it on. But the shimmers are, it's really pretty. And this is dark blue. Very nice. Now, you can do these on white cardstock too, or watercolor paper. Let me cut this. This is just regular cardstock that I'm going to show you the difference with it, with the shimmers. So when you do the shimmers, you can see the colors, but they're not, they don't give that, they give you just a different look from the white to the dark. I like the dark, see how the green, it's more translucent. It does something with the, and I do watercolor on cardstock if it's a thicker cardstock too. That's why I want to show you. I think this is 120, and it does like crinkle up your paper, but you can see like the different colors here. So from watercolor paper to regular cardstock with your colors. Okay, now I'm going to switch it around here. And I'm going to spritz these all too, just to get them wet. Okay, so this is a deep red, it says. So I wanted to go through the swatches pretty quick, and I just figured I'd put a voiceover as I'm doing the swatches of the colors, because it just took a little more time. But the colors, after I sprayed them with the water mister, it like reactivates the paint, but it will dry up and be smooth again. And the colors are pretty smooth and bright pigment on the paint. So I'm just going to keep it speeded up. I will sound a little funny because I have it running really fast once I stop the recording of this, because I wanted to show you how to swatch by using the colors, and you'll be able to see what it will look like on paper before actually dipping your paintbrush into the paint colors. And right now I'm just using the regular pigment paints till I hit the shimmer on the second 2 rows. Some of the paint kind of fooled me with the colors, the way it looked in the tin, but overall I was very pleased with all the colors. And here I'm just showing that I just squeeze my brush and water out to clean the brush, and that's why I love the paint pens. They're easy to clean. The brush do get stained, but that's okay, because it don't affect anything of your watercolors. Shimmers are really pretty. And watercoloring is really easy. And as you can see here, I went into the shimmers, and the shimmers are really, they add a little sparkle onto the paper. This is really nice. But I do like all the colors and everything. They're really pretty. Diamond Press has done an excellent job with this. And the auto ship was a good, this pricing was very good. And I appreciate that they think of people that love to do crafts. We just get frugal sometimes, and this helps us out to get more crafts. But as you can see, I'm coming to the end here now. The paints are really nice to work with, and like I said, see how my paper towel is. If you use a sponge, it will do the same thing. You just have to wash it out with soapy water, but I just like to use paper towel. It dries, and then you can just use it again and again. And like I said, just swatching this little tube here is almost gone. That's why I like the longer tubes, because you get more water as you're painting and everything. So if they bring the other paint set back, I definitely would get them if you were interested in doing more of this painting. But the swatches, yeah, they're really nice to keep in with it, so you can check it what colors if you want to paint something. So let's I'm gonna stamp something. Give me a minute, and then I'll paint it and then show you how that works. Okay, so what I did was I got my stamping press and put my sticky mat on here. I know they still aren't back in, but I love this because it makes it easy for me to stamp and everything. And I put down the smooth, you know what, I'm going to put down the texture side of it. And I like this pumpkin. I'm going to set that here. I'm going to trim this down anyhow. So I'm going to, these are 5x7. So I think I'm going to, I got dirt on there. I don't even know how they get, oh, it's in the plastic. So there's dirt in the plastic. That's okay. Or in that acrylic. But I'm going to trim it down. So I'm going to keep that off to the side there. And thinking, thankful for you, or I love this one. Blessed to have you as a friend like you. Because I want to make it a little simple. And I'm going to hold off on that. But I'm going to stick this down. And I'll show you. This ink is to dry real quick. And I didn't prep the stamp. I just pulled it off the sheet, the acetate. And I don't know how much I have to use. But with I'll do it one more time. With this sticky plate behind it, I think it gives it more pressure on the stamp. That's why I love these plates. And I just wanted to show you could stamp one there. My work area is very small here. So I'm just going to peel this up. Oh, look at that. It slipped right off. And the sticky, this is really like sticky yet. But I like to bud this up against where it's at. And I'm going to take, because this is damp on the other side, I'm just going to wipe this off here like that. Cleaned it off pretty nice. And I put them right back on my forms because I do not like my stamps laying around. Oh, look at that, Sherri. Back on my thing there. Okay. Now this, as long as I don't push down on this, I'm okay. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay. So what I wanted to show you is it dried. It's dry already and everything. So I'm going to look at my swatches, and I'm definitely going to go with an orange in here. I think I'm going to go with dark green. Okay, let's start off with these. Because these are still damp yet. I just want to show you with painting. With watercolors, it's really forgiving. And it's really basic that you don't need to even stay in the lines. And as you can keep pulling off this color. This is what's really unique about with watercolors. I'm going to start up here again because this is in the back. This will be darker. And I kind of want it dark in the center at the top. And then bring it down and lighten it. And then at the bottom, I just want to bring it up with the color. And if you feel like you have too much color, you can take it out. And I'm going to do a little bit of color on the creases. I am a heavy painter, just to give you an idea. But I like to, there's no rhyme or reason here with me. Because that flower's there. I'm gonna, now say I messed up there. So what I'm going to show you now is what I'm going to do with this sponge. Maybe you don't want to do it, but with me, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to cut a wedge out of this sponge. Like that. And then I'm just going to keep it and use it this way. Put my sponge back in here. And what I'm going to do is see how it's, you can add a little texture because this is a little damp. You can see it's picking up the color, and it will give it more of a texture look. So I'm going to get rid of this orange. I'm going to keep my sponge here. And I didn't add no water to my sponge because, like I said, this is pre-moistened already. And I'm going to, maybe I'm going to go with a little bit of dark green and start this off with. Just squeeze a little bit of water out. And a little more dark green. And you can push the color. And now, like, I have too much color there. So you just take your paper towel and pick the color back up. Now, I don't know. I might do some of these flowers in shimmery gold, or maybe that light shimmer, because that's pretty. Just to make it look different. And see, this is not running the ink at all. They look like poppies, but I'm doing my own thing. And see how so what I'm going to do is just dab it up a little bit. I might add another color in there too. And I'm not a professional painter. It's just that this is very relaxing for me. I love watercolors. I've loved them when I was in school and in art class. This was one of my favorite acrylic paints and watercolors. They're very forgiving, and you get fast results. Oils, you have to wait till they dry, and watercolors just work great. And they're easy cleanup. I don't like getting sticky with turpentine and all that. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of red. And I'm going to do the red shimmer. And like I said, I didn't re-wet these or anything. These are still damp from when I spritzed them. I just wanted a touch of red in there. And this here, I think I'm going to do in this this lighter green, yellow green. I think I'll do these. Now these I'm going to go out of the line and just give it an overcast. And then since we have the other green, I'm going to do this in a shimmery green, maybe this one. Yeah. Just going to go down the middle here. Just touch. And that's, like I said, with watercolors, you do not need to stay in lines because this is what makes it so unique. I'm going to go with this mint shimmer, and I'm just going to touch these up. You know, and I missed the green leaf. Okay, maybe I'll touch this up with this red shimmer too in the center, sort of like to blend it a little bit. And just, you can mix however you want. It's just how you feel doing it. And it's your own personal art piece. That's the way I look at it. That's how I look at my cards. They're me. And they make me happy. So whatever makes you happy, you go with it. Okay. All right. So now, since I have this done, I kind of want to make this in, maybe I want to ground this a little bit. So I'm going to go with this light bronze. And I'm only using the brush from our kit because the today's special. So I can show you how it works. And then I'm just going to go underneath here and blend it all the way out and fade it. Maybe a little bit more over here to add a shadow underneath, but blending it out. Okay. Now I want to put some sky in here, and I'm just trying to decide, do I want to make it like opaque? I guess I will just go with it like this. Now I'm squeezing my brush out a little bit. So I'm just going to skip through, and now I'm watering it down. Just watering it down. And it will give it that and just keep watering it down. And if you go on top of the color, that's fine. It will just bleed it out a little bit, but that's fine. Now, if you use a lot of water, the paper will crinkle for you, like curl. Not crinkle, just curl. Because that's how adult watercolors usually are. I'm going to take a little deep in here. And like I said, it's relaxing, and once you start painting, you're like, it just zens you, I should say. But I love painting. I just love painting. I've always. And it don't take long. It's really, and this added a little shimmer to it. And really, I think I'm going to add a little bit of brown, bronze on my pumpkin too. See how, because it's coming up from the ground, so I'm just going to just trying to add more depth on it. Just following them lines a little bit. And see, it dropped too much on there, so just dip it up and it will, whoops, there's a lot of water on that paper. And then it just gives it more. And it has this, now the watercolor, it glistens here, as you can see. And it didn't take long. So the way I understand, you can stamp on top of this then too with the stamps. So what I'm going to do is, blesses have a friend like you. I'm going to put that there. Blessed to have a friend like you. So now I'm just going to freehand this instead of putting that on my, and hope I don't mess it up. And when I put it down, I'm going to go over here a little bit. And this is a silicone mat. I'm just going to let it set here and soak in. Just rock just a little bit, because you don't want to rock too much or it will smudge your print. And then I'm going to pick it up straight. And look at that. Very nice. This very nice stamps Diamond Press always has. The ink pad is fantastic that they brought with this too. I love it. So I could also show you when you, and always remember to clean your pads off so they don't get gunked up. With the sponge, since I still have this, it's still damp. I'm thinking that maybe I'm gonna use let's see, maybe I'll spray it just a little with a mister, just a little to make it a little more damp. I'm thinking that I want to use this which one is it? The Chameleon Turquoise. Yeah. So I'm just taking my sponge and dapping it in there. It's just picking up a little bit of color. Let's see. Just taking it and blending it in there around the words. I'm going over top of the words too. So that's what I'm using my sponge for. And then I'm going to wash this one out to wash the orange and the turquoise off. But look, it didn't even bleed the ink in that. But I do like this set. It's very nice, easy to carry. Take it with you. I'm pretty sure it's going to carry all of the paints that because I only have another tin, and I can put that in and carry everything in one thing. But yeah, so if you got today's special value, I hope you are going to have as much fun as I am with this. And thanks for watching, and I do appreciate everybody that's giving me likes. It's helping me out. It's not costing you nothing. And liking and subscribing. So welcome back to my channel, and share. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.